Well, good morning. Very early morning at Gaydon. Crazily for me, I got up at 4:45 this morning, left Cheltenham, drove all the way home. I've been camping there, been on the trains, drove all the way home in the camper, quickly had a wash, flung the camper away, got the Allegro out in order to get here at Gaydon, because crazily some idiot you're looking at said he'd organised the Allegro club. Thankfully my mate Phil and Andrew were here. They were seconded in, they've helped. I was still the first Allegro here because theirs failed to proceed. It's about 8:30 in the morning now, opens to the public about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and so far we've got just me in Agatha and a keep. You can see over there. So I'll pick you up later in the video when we have a look round, and I'll try and show you as much as I can, depending on how bad the organisation gets. Catch you later. Everybody have a wave. You're all going to be on YouTube, unless I edit you out. I might edit you out.
You can edit me out.
I am going to start off in the overflow car park. This is for the late arrivals or anybody that didn't come with a club. As per normal, slight disclaimer from me, I'm not going to walk around every car. If you want to see a full comprehensive look round, Mr. Lloyd on Lloyd Vehicle Consulting will walk around every car for you. Mine's just a quick glance round, looking at things I like or I've had in the past, and hopefully I'll make a less than 20-minute video. So a few ADO 16s and a Mini Moog and a Mini there. I'm going to cut straight through the middle here. Again, a few Minis, a few MGs. We are scanning them. I'll always apologise and say if I've scanned past your car, no offence is meant, but I want to enjoy the show myself, and the video becomes a little side thing for me. 75s are plenty, the odd 45 and 25 smattered in along here, a few Land Rovers, Range Rovers. Again, this is just a cast around this top car park, get it out of the way. Nothing majorly grabbing my attention, I suppose, because it's rare. Is this a DB5 or a DB6? Don't know my Astons, but why not film that? Of course, the Aston Martin Heritage is based here now. Vantage DB6, so why not cast the camera over that one? I'll have a quick scope round these, just for Heather really. She's not here with me today, but she does like to see the Travellers, as that was her childhood car. Her dad had Travellers, so we'll scan them there. Look, nice green one there. There we go. So there's not as many here as there usually is. For definite, there's a lot of spaces. Very poor show on Allegros. I think we had so many here for the 50th that people have chosen not to come again, which is fair comment, but there are an immense amount of Maestros, so I will focus heavily on looking around them ones and just generally glance around these. I'm going to try and find every Allegro. There are a few that have gone off to part with the VDPs and stuff, so that's pretty much the top end that I've just really flashed by. So the TRs over there, got a couple of old campers there, and then the Sherpas are out in force. I'll scan this end row with the again, channel joke, if you watch the channel often enough, we're just coming up to the Big Maxis. I do love to wind people up, can't beat a Big Maxi, can you? So VDPs, there's a VDP Allegro there. It's not called an Allegro, we know, but That one there. We've got some minis there. Original ones, obviously. Late one there on a 51. Change over here. And then we've just got all the spares for sale. Right, Rover 200s and 400s. There's the most famous 45 on YouTube, Mr. Lloyd's V6. Having driven that car, very nice. And then glancing along, see everybody's got a bit of space. A lot of no-shows this year. And I think the weather was going to put people off. If you believe the weather reports, it was supposed to pour it down today. I think it'll come later, but at the moment it's good, bar the odd bit of wind. So hence me trying to throw the camera around quickly. I'm also very aware that there's nobody really standing by the Allegros, just in case anybody has any questions and stuff. So I want to try and at least show my face around there for a while. It's very nice with the centre headlight there. And that's a very, very old Rover P6, look, on a B-Reg. Let's do the row with the Rover BRMs in. It's always a good show of these. We've got the bigger Rovers now. 800s coming up. And then we're back down to the rest of the 2 and 400s. I know a lot of you tell me not to apologise for flying along, but I always like to say I'm not going to stop on all of them. I just haven't got the time. Okay, 25s, etc. There's Paul's Project Nigel with his nice new wheels on. Streetwise. And again, more gaps. I'll carry on up this side and then I'll pick the rest of the 45s and 25s up in a minute on the way back down. It just makes it easier for me when I get to the end of the road to pause the video, and then when I transfer the files it's a lot quicker. That's the only reason I do it. Nice early SD one there. Carrying on with some more Big Maxes. One day someone will buy it, I doubt it. And now some real Maxes, look here now. In fact, there's one in the best colour available, look. There's a very early one there on a G, and a very late one on an X. And then we'll just finish off with the 45s before we start the next row. Nice 400 there on the R edge, like that. Midgets. I think you can still call them that in the context of being cars. They don't have to be little people. I keep saying to Lee, he really ought to show his face. There is never an ambassador here. And there's only a few princesses, to be honest, but no ambassadors on show. I haven't found one yet. I don't think there's going to be one. We've got a Wolseley. And that's your lot for the princesses. About time we got that Mrs. Wind on, I think. Dawdling about, playing music in bands all the time and not getting any work done on these cars. Minis, MGs. I did think an Allegro came this way on. It did. Go and find that. Maxi there, looking rough, but I like them like that. This was the other Allegro that we saw come in. Quite nice. Yep, like that. Do like these. I've got a soft spot for these. I've said this many times. Dad had one, and my granddad had the Morris Oxford version, which is probably that one. Oh, it's an MG. There's the Oxford, look. Although that's an earlier one. There's an Austin Apache there, look. Which is like the AD016 with the boot. South African, I think. It's the sort of rally cars, I guess. I think what I may end up doing, in fact I'll commit now, the wander round can be everything, and I will dedicate a video purely to the Maestros, I think, because it's their 40th and there's so many of them, and then at least I can spend a bit more time looking around them. Right, so that's the top end done for me. We'll go and do the Marinas, Allegros, etc. There's an early Ital there on a W, look, and I'll show you in a minute. There's a late Marina on a W. I think that is the oldest Marina known, if I'm right. Correct me if I'm wrong. Series 1's there, look. Then we're going on to the 2s. Ital Camper, another 2 there. Then that's a late one, is a 3. This is I believe the oldest Marina, sorry, the youngest Marina. Apparently the Jowett Car Club are here as well, so don't get confused. And then just quickly get the Range Rovers in on this row, and I'll do the TR7s and 8s. There are stacks of them, absolutely loads of them turned up. I'll finish the Range Rovers in a moment. Carrying on down. So yeah, TRs everywhere. Don't even know what to do here. I think I'll double scan. I see the viewing figures drop, but there is just no point trying to get around all these cars. I won't do it, and as said, Mr. Lloyd will do a far better job than me and do about 8 or 9 videos, I'd imagine, of it, and fair play to him. I, however, do not have the time. In fact, I don't know why you follow me, really. Must be for my charming wit and repartee. Don't quite know how Morris Traveller has made it there, but nonetheless, on to the Triumphs. And yet more TR7s and stuff thrown into the mix.
Yeah.
I like to think of my videos more as you've got 20 minutes left and you're just running around looking at everything going, oh god, I haven't seen anything. That's me. Again, more Triumphs. There is a stack load of Triumphs here today. I mean, absolutely, the whole of this bottom end is Triumphs. Amazing amount. And indeed, more on the next row, which we'll walk around the front of. And then, like I say, I will come back and do the Maestros as a separate video. Transit diesel. Gotta love the sound, haven't you? So, more MGs spattered about there. The Arden MG Club Stags. Right, where did I get to on the other row? I think I'm going to do the Metros. In fact, no, I'll keep the camera rolling. We'll go down this way and we'll do the standards, and then we'll walk down and do the road. We'll do it like that. I'll keep it running.
Yeah.
Nash Metropolitan, I believe that. I thought this truck was amazing. How good is that? That's had some serious work done to that. That's lovely. Flying along this row. Some Montegos thrown on the end there, look. A few Triumph Acclaims and a Honda Ballard at the end there, look. Rover police car there, 820 police car, I guess, maybe.
No.
Right, Metros, here we go. There's Paul's, Millie. If you don't follow him on YouTube, Live to Drive UK. Paul is collecting cars. There you go. There's Fran, look, Sudoku in a way. I'll give you a plug. Yeah, back on. MGs everywhere, look. 3 in a row. Someone's made a little pickup there, look. Obviously some Rover 100s mixed in. Metros haven't done as well as normal, to be honest. Same as the Allegros, really. Quite a slow show. They usually get a lot more, but as I say, we've done really poorly, as I'm about to show you. Right, so this is us for the Allegro time. We've got a Reynard one. We've seen all these before. There's Collins, lovely one. Not a standard Allegro colour, but it does look nice in that blue. And then a couple of series 3s there. We've got the Keep, and then we've got Agatha obviously on the end, because we got here so early. Right, let's pick up any stragglers before I go and do the Maestros. So Mini Cooper Register, some lovely ones here. This 1275 GT was nice when I saw this one came in. I mean, they're all nice, but I'm picking out some. Right, picking up a few stragglers before we do the Maestros. Another VDP there, and a few random ADO 16s, Maxi, another Mini. There we go. Don't listen to a word he says, everyone. He makes it all up as he goes along. Being followed. I'm going to do. Thanks, Paul.
Thank you, Rick.
Right, moving on. Right, I think other than the Maestros, I think I've covered as much as I'm going to cover on randomness. I'm now going to pause this one here and say thanks for watching this thrown together shambles of the generic everything's knocking about part. Join me on the next one where I'm going to do a dedicated Maestro video. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Ta-da. Sounded like my brewer then, don't want to do that.